this part was all poured, or
This
poured
all
in place?
poured at one time.
Okay.
All poured at one time. The columns are there and the walls are there. And then we set up formwork. You can see the formwork over here. It's just stacking. You see they're already dismantling this one, but it's a scaffold system with aluminum beams in 2 directions. Plywood on top of that. And all of it bears on top of these walls and columns.
Out.
And these beams that are out here in the center, these are actually formed with the slab. It's a monolithic. So, and we have drawings that show us obviously how to build it. You know, our scaffold run down the center. We drop it down to accept that beam, and then we form up the sides and so forth. So it's all poured, and you know, the columns and walls are there, and then everything you see above is all poured monolithic all at one time.
How long does it take it to dry and set?
Well, I mean, you can walk on it the next day.
Okay.
But we can't pull the shoring until we get 75% of the full strength of the concrete. And this particular concrete was 4,000 PSI requirement, so we have to meet a certain threshold of 75% of that to be able to remove the forms.
Okay.
Fortunately, we've had good concrete breaks out here. You know, they take cylinders and take them back and break them, and they tell us the results.
Mm-hmm.
We've had good breaks out here, so actually on 7 days on both of these, we were already well above full strength.
Okay.
So once we get full strength, we can pull the shoring out and it'll hold itself up.
You can see how it's formed up, kind
Yeah.
of the scaffold
Yeah,
system
that's
and
what it
stuff.
does. The scaffold system, got the plywood on top of it, all the rebar on top of that.
And there's a different system they can use, just kind of,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
about the most, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good. You know, back years ago, a lot of people used wood framing.
Right.
But now they got into the
Yeah.
aluminum scaffold
Aluminum.
systems.
A lot lighter, a lot easier,
Well,
probably.
yeah, it is. It is.
Less weight.
Rehearsal, performances.
Right.
Power,
Sure, yeah.
CFI,
It's always an electrician contract to give us a certain amount of temporary lighting and temporary power. Here, these are plumbers working now. They've that hole over there where that hole is. There'll be a sump pump there, a permanent sump pump. That's what they're piping now. And then they're tying in the rest of this plumbing from where we left off on this slab and running it out to that point. And then when they're done, we're going to get all this graded out and we'll pour that turn too. Those are other elevators. Again, full of water right now. No big deal. It happens to collect the trash too.
Right. Kind of like every job site.
And once we pour this slab, then we'll continue this elevated slab out. That's all we like, is that section there. And then this slab above us will be just like this one, we'll be poured in place, 12 inches thick. And you see how we stick rebar out to catch the next slab, you know, so that when we tie it all in, it's already kind of locked into it.
And what are the blue?
That's when they form the walls, they use.
Oh, those pins that get slided there.
It's called a snap tie. And you can get them to the width you need. That's the thickness of a wall.
Okay.
So the plywood slides on through a hole in the plywood. You don't really see any on that one. But there's the plywood would set here. And then you got these, they call them pigtails, or that's what they're called. It's a clamp. You get a 2x4 out here, put a clamp on it, put another 2x4, that kind of holds it all together, and this holds the width of the thickness of the wall for you.
Gotcha.
And then when it's time to remove the forms, you just bend this part over and twist it, and it'll break off right there. And that generally stays in the wall. And that's what you see.
Okay.
And that's what you see. But see, those are the
All
other
over there.
ones. You know, yeah, see those have already, when they get ready to rub the wall, they'll pop that piece of plastic out. And then they'll grout over it and rub it out. You don't see them. Now this section of wall is a little different. From that point down, it's metal forms instead of conventional plywood. So that's why you don't see any of these. It's a little different system. So we had two different crews out here. One crew used metal forms, one crew used plywood. So, I mean, It doesn't matter. They both serve the same purpose. It's just
Right.
what they chose to use.
That's gonna take a while going through 12 inches.
Yeah, it'll take probably about 30 minutes or so. Yeah. It'll take about 30 minutes to go through there. It's a slow process. They'll bend them and then break them off. So tough time there went. I think no, maybe not. So you see the guy on the bottom, he's doing the same thing. They break it off and pull it out. And then they pull the plywood off, and like so you'll see the plastic piece still in there, and they'll just pop it out.
Of course, those are all one-time use.
Yes, they're one-time use. Kind of get a little bit out here over here where they haven't removed the forms yet. Kind of hard to see. There's a lot of scrap wood piled up against them. But you can see there's a metal clamp, you know, that's got a button on the end of it, and that metal clamp's got a find one. Here's how it works. That's sticking out of the plywood. And then they'll have a 2x4 vertical right beside it. And then you take this and slide it over, and the 2x4 would be right up against it here, and as you beat on it with a hammer, it just kind of tightens up.
Okay.
And then they'll stick a nail right here and just kind of bend it over to keep it sliding out while they're working on it. And once the concrete's poured, pop this off, and then do what they're doing now. Take the 2x4s off, bend them over, and break them off. I will, let's call those pigtail, I don't know if there's probably a technical word for them, but I always call them pigtail brackets. That's how they work.
Huh.